it's a really, really tough day. It's a tough day for the family of Mr. Ruparelia and us friends who know what Rajiv meant to this country, not just to the Ruparelia family, but to the country. Very loyal to his friends, full of life. He had a very, very big heart, very philanthropic. He's been helping very many young people, especially with education. And as you can see, the whole country has been mourning him. But the Ruparelia family have made a very big contribution to this country. And this is the country they call home. I know they love this country much more than very many people. So it's very, very important that as friends and as a government, we mourn with him. I know His Excellency the President has spoken to him and has extended condolences from government. But I had to come here myself because Mr. Sudhir and his wife Justina and the children have been there for me on very many occasions, coming home up to a country for family functions, and the humility they exhibit is a really, really humbling gesture that shows how kind they are, and we should also be kind to them as a country. Okay. It's the scene of the accident is a very, very unfortunate incident, because the chairperson of that LC1, because I stay nearby, I just stay a few meters from that place, had already booked an appointment to meet me to complain, because very many people, in fact he was saying that near on a weekly basis someone dies around that same spot. So now the questions we should be asking ourselves, why should it take that long for a contractor to finish such a road project? And why should we have such a barriers in the middle of the road without a warning? Because a person like Rajiv, he's been staying away in London these days. He didn't know that in fact all those barriers still exist. Otherwise, I know he loved speed, but he was one of the most careful drivers despite loving speed. So we had another high-profile person who nearly died there I think last week, who explained to me what they went through. So I think road safety is something we must look at as a government. Construction sites, we ensure that contractors whom we put on these roads follow the standards that are required of them in terms of safety, not only for their workers but also for the public that still uses roads that.
Just before Uganda, Honorable, last year there was a meeting between the presiding officer, that was the speaker, and security officials plus the Minister of Works about road safety. What were the resolutions and how did you follow up with this?
Yeah, most importantly, we were, of course, Parliament, we did the biggest part of what we were supposed to do by passing the new Road Safety Act, and all the requirements that are supposed to be implemented under the law were put in place to make sure that Ugandans are safe on the roads. But these construction sites are something which we had not looked at deeply, and I think we shall be engaging with the Minister responsible for works to see, to explain to the country the measures they are putting in place to ensure that people still find it safe to use roads under construction. Now, someone might say it's because someone big has died, someone from a big family. No, I think every life matters. Every life matters. If Rajiv's life can be used as a sacrifice to save other lives, we must do it. We must not fear to ask the difficult questions, because someone is going to say, you are doing this because it's a big person's son who has died here. No, we must ensure that we don't get any more Rajiv is dying, any more people dying because of us failing to adhere to safety standards on our roads. It's not a matter of blaming, but in the morning, I drove myself to that side. I passed there. There is no way you can have such a long stretch, you know, on an expressway where people are allowed to drive 100 plus. Very long stretch. And then boom, it's a barrier without any warning. It might be Rajiv, next might be my convoy that we ram into. So it is something which we have to look into, and we shouldn't waste any more time. This is a wake-up call to any one of us that we must handle this issue fair and square.